Glory to Ukraine, glory to brave Ukrainian army. We will definitely win. 21st of November in Ukraine, we dedicate this day to Day of Dignity and Freedom. 10 years ago, back in 2013, at this day, our president, who was at that time the president of Ukraine, he turned and rolled back from Europe, from European direction, back to Russia direction. Students who are active part of our nation, they flee to the street to protest against such a rollback. According to our constitution, the main law of Ukraine, there we declared that we direct to the European Union and to the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, but not to the Russia and not to any other unions with Russia. So, President of Ukraine, who is main guarantee of the Constitution of Ukraine, he breached this law, he breached the Constitution. And of course, students did not forgive this. They came to street, flew to the street, crowded streets of our capital, Kyiv, to protest against this. This was peaceful. This was peaceful protest against such awful and illegal breach, of course. But at that day, our special forces of police department, they just beaten the students. They beaten them in the night. Students, young people, 16, 17, 18 years old, they were without any weapon. They just peacefully protested against such neglection of the constitution and, of course, the thought of the whole Ukrainian nation. And they were beaten with armed people, by armed police, of course, and that was a crucial moment which started revolution of dignity. After that night, after people have seen these screens and this filmed, of course, moments, how our young people of our nation were beaten, armless, were beaten by armed people. And of course, no one with dignity and with honor will stand aside this. So a lot of people crowded their main cities and a lot of people directed to the Kyiv to protest against such actions. And that at that time started one of the main moment in our history when we declared as a nation that we will not be back to any unions with Russia anymore. That's enough. We are a European country, and if you can see on the maps and in the Google or any other browser and search for the biggest European country, you will see that Ukraine is the biggest one by area. And why don't you hear, prior to the war, I think you have not heard about Ukraine more and you have associated it with Russia, I think. Why is such? Because of Russian propaganda, they always paid a lot of money to many foreign, of course, newspapers and big corporations just to make a thought in the democratic countries that Ukraine is a part of some empire by Russian, but not. We are independent European state and country. And as you can see, according to our area, we are the biggest country of the Europe, and we will show, how we are when we will join European Union, of course. But first, we will need to win this terrorist state. Thanks for listening, and this was Rose Diablesse de Mers, one of the prominent roses in my garden. And of course, I think it is bought and it is planted first of all because of its color and changing nature of this color. It can be different throughout the day, and even one cluster of flowers. It can change its shade and even its color during the day. I am not talking even about the weather changing or sunny or non-sunny weather conditions, but even during the same weather conditions, the color will be playful and plain, a lot of different shades. Very interesting one. In addition, it is fragrant one. You will smell its fragrance pretty strictly. It's intense, and I love this fragrance. It's a pretty fruity, sweet one. And bush itself, it's not so generous, at least in my garden. But each branch, it ends with clusters of flowers, smaller or bigger one. And each flower, it does not stay long. Not so long as I would want it to be, of course, because of its beauty. But to talk about wave, it continues pretty long. And even between waves, there will be definitely some of the branches with blooming flowers. So you will see the blooming of this variety throughout the season, and even till the September, October. It depends, of course, on the weather conditions in your country. But in my country, in September, I can still see this beauty in my garden of roses. It will not fit, I think, it will not fit vase life because flower will not be long lasting in vase. So it's better to grow it and to see it as it grows on the bush and blooms on the bush. It has pretty good resistance to diseases, as I have noticed. It was infected by a black spot, but not so severe. Pretty light signs of black spot, and it was not influenced by mildew, although neighboring bushes like Kate, Krimsky samotsvit, Hansenstadt rostock, they were in mildew, but this one, Diablesse de Mers, it was not. So I would say that it has pretty good resistance to diseases in my garden, at least. Nice variety, and I would recommend it definitely to everyone because of this beauty of nature and how could breeder bred this beauty. It's unbelievable from time to time, but yeah, you see this by your own eyes, and you always with excitement see such beauty and such changing palette of this flower of this variety. Would be grateful for your feedback in case you have it. Maybe you have massive planting of this variety. So please share your thoughts, your impressions, your comments. Thanks for activity. On the video till the next video, and bye.